Namah Shivaya. Shorthand dictation, 96 words per minute, 10 minutes speed. National Shorthand Schoolbook, Visakhapatnam, speed number 2, 96 series, speed number 2, code SL-6A. Now be ready, 15 seconds. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Now write down. It is idle to argue that the children should not be tampered with in the growth of their character, for the environment is bound to have an imperceptible influence on the character of the child, and it is our duty to provide the right type of surroundings for them to draw out their inner potentialities on right lines. Early in life, we can instill the qualities of courage, prudence, sympathy, and tolerance, self-reverence, self-knowledge, self-control would come later on. In the course of education, not only positive but also negative steps have to be taken, that is, unhealthy tendencies have to be prevented and healthy ones have to be fostered. The teachers have clear duty in this respect, for they have to develop virtues and curb vices. In other words, the treatment is both preventive and curative. The guide is common sense, so called because it is so uncommon, and we have to deal with the problem of mass education in our country, as the percentage of illiteracy is very high. Our aim should be to train people for social behavior, and it is a very difficult task because man is by nature selfish, but he is required to perform certain obligations to the society in which he moves, starting from the family. These obligations widen out into concentric circles: family, community, nation, and world community. The most difficult thing to achieve is the training for world citizenship, subordinating our interest to the interest of the human race. Each for all and all for each is a very good maximum in this context. Unless the spirit of good citizenship is inculcated in each one of us, we cannot be fit to take our place in the modern democracy. For the common good, we have to sacrifice our self-interests, and our motto should be service. These qualities of service and self-denial are not inherent in human nature, and they have to be acquired by our education only. Only in the face of common danger have we in India learnt the importance of unity and integration. Under ordinary circumstances, we are prone to be disunited and quarreling amongst ourselves. But when democracy itself, it is in danger of being overrun by communism, all the forces of unity have to be harnessed to combat the peril. The institution of home guards in India to fight the Chinese is an instance in point. All the parties have joined in sinking all their personal differences in a time of national emergency. It is true that if we fight among ourselves, we will be putting the nation's unity in danger and ruin the prospects of our progress. Character training in schools is done by the institutions. From the nursery school, where the child starts living a community life, up to the university, where the students from all the parts of India are bound to meet and mingle in the training, discipline, and character are developed by social contacts. Enforcement of discipline and character building should start from the nursery class itself. It is necessary in all walks of life and particularly to the students at all levels in the educational institutions. But the students should set a high ideal before them and live up to it. Though man earns bread for his daily life, he does not live by bread alone. The aim should be lofty, the objects should be to attain the highest excellence in everything that we do. We should not rest satisfied until we have got the top of the ladder, whether it be politics, social life, or any trade, or calling by personal contact with the great masters of the spirit. History has proved that a person with good character and strict discipline has attained remarkable positions in life. A good book, said Milton, is the precious life blood of a master spirit, emblemed and treasured up on purpose to life beyond life. Posthumous honor came to Christ, Socrates, and Gandhi. The moral genius is not appreciated in his own time or by his contemporaries. Dear sirs, we are in receipt of your letter of the 7th instant. We are greatly surprised to note the contents. We hope that you have been receiving our letters from time to time in connection with execution of our earlier order for 10,000 numbers of mill cutting bits. We are at a loss to note that after a lapse of 6 months from the date of placing the order on your company, you are now informing us that you have not received the original copy of the order, in the absence of which you are not in a position to execute the order, which is really very unacceptable. At all costs, we differ from your statement in this respect, because if you have really not received our order, you have never informed us, even though we have been writing to you about the delivery schedules. Your silence and unwanted business tactics have undoubtedly put us in great inconvenience, because we suffered a lot in our production for quite some time. However, keeping the healthy business relations we have been maintaining hitherto, we take a lenient view of your attitude and enclose herewith a copy of the order, which you may deem as the original order, and put all your best efforts to complete the deliveries as per the schedule given therein. Please make note that if you do not supply the item well according to delivery schedule, we will be constrained to procure the same from some other source at your cost and expense, which you will not allow to take place. Please acknowledge the receipt of this letter and submit a report early of the latest position for our records. Yours faithfully. That's all. That is the speed of 96 words per minute, 10 minutes speed. National Shorthand Schoolbook, code SL-6A. Now write down in English. Om Namah Shivaya. ఇందులో కొద్దిగా టఫ్ పదాలు ఉన్నాయి, టఫ్ వర్డ్స్ ఆర్ దేర్ ఇన్ దిస్ స్పీడ్. సమ్ ఆఫ్ ది ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్ కొంచెం అటు ఇటుగా ఉండవచ్చు, దయచేసి గమనించండి. ఓం నమ శివాయ. నువ్వు వేసే ఫ్యాన్ ఆపక్కర్లేదు.